guys, this is Living Dead Gal Sims, and welcome to my channel. This is exciting for me today because this is actually my first YouTube video. So I really appreciate you watching. It absolutely means the world to me. So thank you so much for joining. And today we are going to be doing a create a sim based on the fashion street kit that just came out. I'm a little late to the party, but the pieces in the kit were just so beautiful that I really wanted to create a sim that was kind of inspired by this kit, and kind of think of a backstory that would go with that sim as well. So I kind of started with this sim. Her name is Dia. My idea for her is that she is from Mumbai, and she recently moved to San Myshuno to start her career as an artist. The idea would be that she was kind of doing work creatively as sort of a hobby, and then her work got discovered, and she decided to make the jump and move to San Myshuno, just to kind of get going with her art as a career instead of just a regular kind of business desk job. And she is a super creative and ambitious sim. And her art career is kind of really about to take off. She's going to be featured in the local gallery at San Myshuno. And she's gonna kind of like start getting some fame for that. So that's sort of my backstory for her. But one thing I wanted to kind of include for her, that I thought would be fun, if I, kind of jump into gameplay with her, is that her aspiration is to find a soulmate. She is looking for love, and she's hoping to find that love in San Myshuno. So that said, kind of moving on to the kit. So that's sort of her backstory. But as far as how I wanted to style Dia, I really wanted to use as many pieces as I could from the fashion street kit because I was really, really impressed with the quality of these pieces. As you can probably see, I use a ton of custom content. Most of the time, I have the custom content filter turned on. I still use pieces that are in game. I have almost every pack, except for Batu, which we won't talk about. But I have almost every pack in the game and every kit. And so I will use base game items and items that come with the expansion packs and kits. But I really do love my CC. But I feel like as someone who used to play on console, if I had bought these kits then, this would be like just an absolute joy for me. I love it now, but it's just something that, when you're a console player and you don't have access to custom content, having something like these kits is really nice because you're getting extra pieces for your game. And I think that, in I know there's a lot of controversy about kits, but I think that it works really well, for that part of the community, and just kind of remembering because not it wasn't too long ago that I was playing on console, um, and I know I would have loved it then, but I think that these pieces were done really well, especially because they were actually collaborating with designers, that were familiar with the culture, and you can tell that a lot of work and a lot of love was put into this. So I really wanted to make sure that I styled her, in as many pieces from the kit as I could. I think um, she's wearing something from the kit in pretty much every outfit. I did give her the really beautiful nose ring that comes with the kit. She's got that in every outfit because I'm kind of very particular about my Sims. I have to have their nails and any piercings that they have are in every outfit. Just someone who has a nose piercing, I never take that out. So if I'm working out at the gym or if I am sleeping, the nose ring's in. So I made sure she had that for every outfit. And then as far as the actual pieces, I believe that I gave her three different main outfits, which you'll see, utilizing the kit, as well as, I believe, her formal wear, her party wear, and her hot weather wear all used items from the kit. I think the only ones that varied a little bit were athletic wear, sleepwear, swimwear, and cold weather wear, just because there weren't really pieces that kind of fit in those categories. But it was really cool to just kind of mix and match the pieces. And at first, I think maybe I would want to include more outfits for her as I start to kind of play with her a little bit more. because originally you'll kind of see here I was kind of going back and forth with how I wanted to pair the pants and the tops, and kind of playing with patterns that I'm not used to playing with. I think they're really beautiful, but it was something different and new for me, and kind of learning about a culture that's different from mine and kind of how I wanted to pair the different elements that came with it. Because the top had a lot of beautiful patterns, and so did the pants, and I wanted to use all of the patterns. And I was kind of trying to think of what would fit and what would coordinate best. And then for her formal wear, I obviously had to give her this dress because, let's face it, we're all just in awe of that beautiful like back detail. I feel like if this had come out when base game was released, you would have had like it might have been painted on, but the fact that it's like an actual accessory, it looks like a piece of jewelry that's kind of draping down from the back. That was really awesome. And I just absolutely love that dress. So I jump around a little bit as I'm giving her outfits just because I wanted to make sure I was using all of the pieces. I love the sandals that came with this, and I love these pants so much. And I almost gave her the same top that I have on her everyday wear with this, but I didn't I didn't want it to cover like all of the pants. I really wanted to show off these pants. So I ended up going with a really simple tank top, which I think I ended up using one from base game. Yeah, this one here. And it might not necessarily, I'm not really sure if this is something that, in Mumbai that they would pair this with those pants, but I kind of like the idea that if she's out in San Myshuno as warm weather, maybe she's kind of, mixing some of like the culture there with the, style that she's kind of got in her background from Mumbai. So for her warm weather, I did kind of do something a little bit different. And I also had added in that necklace, which you'll see. End up adding that necklace in for a lot of outfits because I just thought it was absolutely stunning, and that might be my favorite piece of all time from this kit. It's between that and those pants, to be honest. All of the items are really beautiful. I think the only item that I forgot to end up using was the skirt for her. So I definitely like. I'll probably later as I go in and play with her, I'll probably end up adding a fourth outfit for her where she's wearing that skirt. Um, but yeah, I really just was kind of in love with this kit. And one thing I wanted to point out, you'll probably also notice as I go through the outfits that I start doing her fingernails for every outfit. And one of those, that's actually custom content by Dissia, which is one of my favorite CC creators. They're mostly Maxis Match style CC, and all their stuff is on the Sims resource. But they actually made nails that go in the nails category, which is really nice because previously all of my custom content nails were in like the rings or the bracelets category, and sometimes those will cause issues with like the skin detail eyelashes that I use on all of my Sims. So most of the time I end up using the accessory eyelashes so that they don't clash. But this new nail category actually works beautifully with the skin detail lashes, which is awesome. So I'm hoping more CC creators will start kind of moving their nails into that nail accessory category and take it out of the rings, and then that'll give us all a lot more options to work with because the accessory lashes are fine, but then you have to add them to every outfit, and then if you want to have glasses, it usually conflicts with them. So I was just really excited about those nails and I wanted to call that out. Um, and I think, that's pretty much the majority of what I wanted to kind of talk about here. I apologize. This is my first time doing a voiceover, but I will be providing the CC links that I used in this Create a Sim at in like a Google document that'll be attached here. Most of the CC that I used on her is free to download. There are a few pieces that are Patreon exclusive. Um, I think two of the hairs are Patreon exclusive, and then a few pieces of makeup. Um, but for the most part, everything you can get for free. I would say, while the hair is Patreon exclusive, I use hairs by Just Sonia Sims. The majority of their content is free on the Sims resource, but some of the hairs they make for their Patreons, just because their patrons do a lot of support for them, they're exclusive pieces, but they're absolutely stunning. So as far as hair goes, Sonia Sims and there's another creator, Into, are like the top two for hair for me. Alpha Hair. And I definitely, if you can, make the pledge. I definitely would say it's worth it for Sonia Sims. You get early access to a lot of the pieces that end up on the Sims resource, and you get a few of those exclusive pairs, which you'll see on Dia here. So that about wraps it up. But I just wanted to say thank you again for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, if you want to see more cast videos or more, I'll have some CC hauls coming and maybe even some gameplay videos. Please like and subscribe, comment. Anything you can to support me would be awesome, but I just appreciate you being here and watching the video. And we're gonna kind of end it off right here. In a few minutes, I'll just kind of showcase all of the outfits that Dia is wearing. So you'll kind of get the overview of that. But again, thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Try to